Most people's first investment is usually the worst one. And no, it's not because they invested in the wrong things or they chose the wrong stocks. It's because they didn't have anyone to guide them and tell them what to actually do first. So in this video, I'm going to share exactly what I would do given $1,000 from scratch starting today. Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Hadi and my goal is simple. I want to build financial freedom as soon as possible and I want to help you guys do the same thing. This video is for you if you have $1,000 laying around and you don't know exactly what to do with it, but you do know that you want to do something positively with it. So I'm going to share a clear plan on what I would do, what I would avoid, and that one mindset shift that really changed the way I think and helped me invest long term. If you're carrying credit card debt at 19 or 20% interest rate, that money does not belong in the market yet. It belongs eliminating that debt. Paying off 20% interest is a guaranteed return. The stock market, however, is not. Check number 2, the emergency buffer. If you have zero emergency savings or zero cushion and something ends up going wrong next month, like a medical bill or your car broke down and you need to repair it, then you're going to end up panic selling a lot, and that's going to really hinder your investment journey's performance. Investing works best when you really don't need money in the short term and you're allowing it to rest and accumulate and compound over the longer period. Even setting aside $500 to $1,000 is more than enough to create that safe haven to allow you to continue to invest your money with confidence. Check number 3, using the right account. Once you've opened up an account with your brokerage, whether that be Wealthsimple or your local bank like Bank of Nova Scotia, TD, BMO, then you're going to be welcomed by a plethora of investment accounts, whether that be your TFSA, your RRSP, your RESP, all of which have their own purposes and all of which you may want to consider opening in the future. However, playing it safe, you really just want to invest your $1,000, let's assume you haven't invested before. Then in that case, if you're Canadian, you'd want to open up your TFSA. This is your tax-free savings account. And in this, all the money and the gains you accumulate will all be withdrawn tax-free, which is the best part about this account. It'll open up once you're 18 and you have a yearly contribution limit of roughly $7,000. So it's easy to max out and allows you to really focus on a specific goal when investing. Okay, you have no more high interest debt, you've created yourself a small buffer, and you've now opened up your TFSA. Now what? If I had to keep it as simple as possible, I would invest the entire $1,000 into one simple ETF. Myself, a young handsome man, I'm not really eligible to give you guys financial advice, but a very smart man who goes by the name Warren Buffett, he said that if he was to invest his money, he would put all of it in something that tracks the S&P 500. S&P 500 is just basically an ETF that holds the top 500 companies in America. And so we're going to be following that exact same strategy. If you're in Canada, then an ETF you may want to consider is VFV. This just tracks the S&P 500, and without an investment, you have now owned shares in the top 500 companies in America. How cool is that? You don't need to be clever, you don't need to be knowledgeable. All you need to do is just open up a brokerage and invest in the S&P 500, and now you're on the same level as all of us. Now, if you want a little bit more structure with your investment portfolio, then I would suggest following the 70-20-10 split. The 70%, which is your base, that would be simple, like your S&P 500, or even a global equities ETF like VEQT, which tracks 1,000 companies in over 40 countries. That diversification is perfect. The next 20%, this can be a little bit more volatile, and we'd go for a tech-focused ETF, like TEC or XQQ. Now, tech is moving very fast. It goes high up and it goes pretty low. Now, that's okay because it's only 20%, and nowadays tech is pretty much booming, so it could be a great opportunity. And the last 10%, this would be your variable spend. So maybe put in some crypto or put into 1 or 2 individual companies to really get the feeling of what it actually feels like to own an individual company. Okay, we've done our setup, we've created an investment strategy. Now this is exactly what I would avoid. I wouldn't flip, I wouldn't randomly invest in 5 trending stocks that I saw on TikTok, and I wouldn't invest in random crypto hoping that it would 10x. And most importantly, I wouldn't wait for the market to crash. Your first $1,000 isn't a lottery ticket. It's a seed to help you build that habit to continue investing every single time to really build that portfolio over 30, 20, or 10 years. Okay, here's the truth. Your first $1,000 that you invest, it's not going to make you rich, but what it's going to do, it's going to change your identity, which is far more important than any stock pick. You're going to go from being that person who wants to invest to being that person who actually does invest. Because the real wealth doesn't build from the first $1,000. It builds from the second $1,000, from the third $1,000, and from the 100th $1,000. Consistency always beats intensity in the market. If you want to catch my portfolio or my investments, you can check the link in my Blossom account down below. You can check out all my trades completely for free and follow my portfolio as I go along. If this video helped you even a little bit, drop a follow, comment, subscribe, and if you have $1,000 left over, don't wait, don't overthink it, just start.